Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, tonight marks MP's debut coming off the bench to play his first NBA game. There were some doubts and pushback as he maneuvered his way to the team that he wanted to be drafted by. But at the end of the day, MP said, I know I belong here. Now is my chance to show the world who I am. Guys?
Well, he's bought in and ready to go. Thanks much. And the basket is good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And that one's good. Shake and bake. A night of first here for MP. The rookie will be making his NBA debut here. It's been a journey from rural Vermont to reach this moment.
Yeah, MP has a pretty interesting backstory on how he started getting into basketball and improved this game. He's the kind of player who seemed like a dart throw when he made the roster, where you can see what the upside is with him.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Portland making their last shot. Here's Shake and Bake. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Wow. I don't think anyone saw that slam coming from Holiday.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side.
Bang, bang.
While creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority. They've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Kamara, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Holiday passes to Sharp, lets it go from deep. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Sharp's got
Mine
eight.
is bang.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Randall, pass to Shake and Bake from the arc. And another three from Minnesota.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Holiday. He has 6. Outside Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Kamara. Off target from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Pass to Klingon. Now Holiday. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for the Trailblazers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Robert Williams out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
Highland, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Dosunmu for three, and he buries his first look.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Sharp against Highland. Williams, a screen on Highland. Here's Sharp. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Dosunmu, the pass to Shake and Bake. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Shake and Bake's got 17.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. He's checked in for Portland. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Highland.
All right, let's see.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
We're up back.
Grant finds Lillard. Beyond the arc. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Tim, when you think of versatile utility forwards in this league, Jeremy Grant fits the mold.
Well, he came into the league as just a hustle player, Brian, but then he worked to enhance his skill level. He has been a quality player on both ends for over a decade.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Brian, back over to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And Avdia with the basket on the assist from Sharp. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead. Pass to Shake and Bake. The deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Shake and Bake's got 13 points now in the quarter.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Lillard can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 4. Jacks up a 3, and again it's Minnesota with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Trailblazers. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Three-pointer Sharp. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Shake and Bake. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for Portland. Klingett, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Sharp. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in for DeSumo. Portland moving it around. Three-pointer Holiday. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
It's Avdia on the wing. Outside Kamara. Pass to Lillard to halt the run. Lillard drains the outside shot.
Just a big-time answer from Lillard. He competes as hard as anyone in this league.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Shake and Bake. Off target with the 3. Avdia outside. And the dunk by Lillard.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely
Let's continue this.
Jaw dropping. And so it's Minnesota. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for stopping.
Taking a look at Portland, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Timberwolves.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go. Showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
It's so difficult to defend. Sharp has three-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Edwards finds Gobert. Can't cash it in from close range. Outside Sharp. On the wing, Holiday. From 20 feet. Klingen's shot is off.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall on the screen. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't drop.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Optia can't get it to go.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A.
Has to come on.
All right, let's do this.
Changes here for Portland. Grant's
in,
checked in for Kamara, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Timberwolves making a change here. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Off the outside. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Outside Sharp. Just 5 to shoot. Klingen with a screen. Again, the miss by Portland. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Reed. Here's Randall for 3. Avdia pulls it in. Outside Sharp. Lillard outside. And here's Klingen. Lillard outside. Back to Sharp. The 3. Again, the miss by Portland.
No, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Shake and bake misses.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Damian Lillard, shooting 1.
You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Robert Williams checked in for Klingon. Krejci comes in for Avdia. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Sharp.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Here's Shake and Bake. Good on the 13-footer. Shake and Bake's got 40 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
24 seconds left in the third. Lillard outside. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Shake and Bake misses. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 1, Damian Lillard.
Can't get it to go, and so it's Minnesota looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback. First 3 quarters. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Jeremy Grant out there with Williams. And it's Krejci in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Shake and Bake. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Shake and Bake's got 42 in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Fires from the line, and he hits the jumper. Shake and Bake's got 44.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Inside. Out to Lillard from outside the arc. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 21. Here's Highland. And a nice finish on the layup. Highland's got his first basket.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Checked in for Krejci. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Lillard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. It's tipped.
Oh, great timing on the block. Sharp using his athleticism to make an impact on D.
Sends it home from three-point land.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Pass to Shake and Bake. This one for 3. Portland with a rebound.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Here's Grant. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
That's a tough combination of strength and balance there by Grant. He was able to fight through that contact and finish.
And that one's good. Shake and bake.
Assisted by Reed.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Some changes here for Portland. Klingin, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Lillard.
Come on, put me back in for the end of the game, please.
Completely new group for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves lead by 23. Here's Shake and Bake. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
I love it. When Klingin starts throwing that weight around, he'll knock you out of position.
Shake and Bake. Portland with a rebound. Pass to Sharp. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, B.A., it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shake and Bake.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he went
good. Another from 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Here's Shake and Bake. He's covered by Holiday. And that one's good. Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake's got 56 in the game. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They need this. Count that bucket.
Yeah, well, Holiday has plenty of shots up his sleeve, and that includes the mid-range jumper.
Here's Shake and Bake. Lets a 3 fly. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Great win for you guys tonight, MP, and you broke the half-century mark. Does scoring 50 feel different than scoring 30 and 40?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course it does. I think watching someone hit 50, it feels different than watching someone hit 30, right? Of course, so it's the same for me when I'm out there doing it. There's an electricity in the air, and it's a special thing for me and the team.
I think we're all feeling it, MP.
Appreciate that.
Over to you, BA.
All right, thank you, Dominic. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. So long, everyone.
Oh, that's... Not 3 points, that's 84. Let's spin, make it 86. Alright, and then we got 2,000. So let's go ahead and upgrade. I kind of think my layout. Actually. Let's do it.
Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so that opens up a lot of doors for us.
Yeah, okay, drop some knowledge on me, Austin.
Okay, now, the deals available to you are driven largely by your fan count. More fans you earn, more money you earn.
Hey, I was never good at math, but that sounds like a simple equation to me.
Right. But there's also the question of play style, right?
Okay.
Different brands want different types of players. Some are more interested in scoring, some are interested in defense, others team play.
So, the more I can do, the better endorsements I could get with anyone.
Hey, every team needs a LeBron. Now, I put together a document that lists all the brands who've shown preliminary interest and what it would take to land an endorsement with them. So, take a look.
Okay. Play
Open runs.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great. Austin, I gotta let you know, I always appreciate the hard work you put in for me.
Of course. Now, you might have noticed that merchandising is the most lucrative category on that document.
Yeah, I have, Austin Kelly.
Okay, so if you want to make more money, it might behoove you to hit those benchmarks.
Consider me behooved.
MP, what's up, man?
Ronnie, what's good?
I'm here for tryouts.
Oh, right, you're here for the dancing, for the hot top show. Yeah, look, my man, what you want to do is talk to that lady over there.
No. The team.
What you mean team, Ronnie?
The team. This team.
They don't have tryouts in the NBA, Ronnie.
Hey, look, I know it's unusual, but I showed the GM my tape, and he said I should come in for a tryout. I'm supposed to meet him here. He's just running a little late.
Right, you're friends with the GM.
Yeah, man, he DM'd me on social media, said he was my biggest fan, and we got to talking.
Right, yeah, I think you're getting pranked, bro.
Why do you think I'm getting pranked? He's got a profile picture and everything. It's definitely him.
Wait, aren't you like 40 years old or something like that?
No, but check out the sweet jumper.
Whew, yeah.
Sweet.
That was an experience. That was a what'd you call it? A jumper. That was it.
All I know is it's a bucket.
Yeah, it was changing the top to anything. What's up with Rebirth this year? I heard there's big changes coming.
Yeah, you heard right. Rebirth's got 4 levels now. The higher Rebirth level you unlock, the higher badge levels you...
kicks, MP.
Get after it, MP.
What? I'd love to be scout there too.
Travel destination?
I have. So I was thinking of adding on a scout.
Starting at small forward, 6'3", number 36, Marcus Smart. At center, 7 feet, number 5, DeAndre Ayton. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. The other forward position, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James. At the point guard position, 6'8", number 77, Luka Doncic. Your Los Angeles representative, J. Rodick. Once again, your Los Angeles Lakers.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Out at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the center. And for the Lakers,
can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura is checked in for Ayton. And Jake LaRavia is subbed in for Smart. And then for Minnesota, Osumu, he is checked in for McDaniels. And Shake and Bake subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Hasm bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You would hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to put him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Ball stolen. To the wing on the left. Here's Randall. It's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic kicks to Hachimura. Now LaRavia. And the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely not himself. James, the pass to Doncic. Clock is at 3. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Moving it up. Shake and Bake's shot is good. Shake and Bake's got 10 points.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Jake LaRavia out there with Hachimura. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Kennard in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Reeves outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James's final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding, and guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. A big city and bright lights, at least courtside. Soulja Boy is in the building.
Too fresh off in it. You ever crank that?
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Here's shake and bake. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
That's the smartest thing they can do is call timeout. It's gonna waste time. I'm on the clock.
Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. Minnesota also with the sub. Highland's checked in. And here is Hachimura. Nothing on the board. Reeves outside. Hachimura with a screen on Highland. 3 on the clock. Reeves finds Vanderbilt. Los Angeles with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Back to Reeves. Over in the corner, Doncic. And again, the Lakers no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. A nice run going 12 in a row. Got that one up quick. Shake and Bake's got 25 points in the game. MP making his way into the NBA now, but his journey has taken him to Europe, where he spent a season playing for Paris FC.
I don't know too much about his time there, but I know that Paris FC is well known for how they develop players. MP seemingly made a huge leap in his skill set and approach, and that's what has led him here to the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Rui Hachimura. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And it's Luke Kennard in for Austin Reed. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you. You can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Kevin, back to you.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. Timberwolves leading by 20. Here's shake and bake. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's LeBron. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Smart. LeBron outside. Rolls it up. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass. So important.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot from the East. They're thinking about the shot. Nice shot. It's all good. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You look at the Timberwolves, hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak. Build up that momentum, guys.
The way they looked in that first game, it certainly wouldn't be a surprise. Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Lakers.
Where's the perimeter D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa, 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 let's take a step back.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm late.
Ball time here. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Island's checked in. Shake and Bake, shot is good.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And they double up Doncic. In a wide open look for Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
Shake and Bake, no good. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to LaRavia. That three off the mark.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Highland, the bounce pass. Goes Sunmu, and a miss there on the triple. And Los Angeles guys shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And it's James missing.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Highland passes to Shake and Bake. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Shake and Bake's got 40 points. To the middle, here's Kennard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Poked away. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shake and Bake's shot is good. Shake and Bake's got 9 points here in the second half.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
The three for Doncic. Gets that one through the hole. Now 7 of 13 in this game.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Here's Dosunmu. Right wing. Here's Shake and Bake. And again for 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Jake LaRavia. And it's Kennard in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Stolen by Reeves. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Oh, nice job finishing that with the hammer. I love seeing Reeves go up aggressively.
Here's Shake and Bake. And another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Reeves misses. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Yeah, what separates Rui Hachimura is his great strength and his motor. Just brings so much energy.
Here's Shake and Bake. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Again, Los Angeles. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Shake and Bake. Reed trying to get open. Shake and Bake's shot is good. Shake and Bake's got 56 points in the game. Reeves the pass to LaRavia. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the shot is good. Reeves has got 6 in the quarter.
Catch and fire. Reeves always ready to pull the trigger.
Reed the pass to Shake and Bake. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From past the arc, Vanderbilt with the rebound. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shake and Bake.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shake and Bake's shot is good.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Good on. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Doncic is subbed in for Jake LaRavia. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the and again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Good, another from three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three. And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, maybe a break in play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
I'll tell you, we knew he could shoot with range, but this barrage of threes has been nothing short of spectacular.
And he can't hit the second. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Oh man. Yeah, my grandpa used to say, I'll rest when I'm dead. Kind of dark now that I think about it, but the point is, life is for the living. And I got a lot of life ahead of me, Jennifer Quintana. I got stamina for days, and I'm gonna keep using it to make moments like this.
Well done, MP. What a game.
Thank you.
Woo! Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg and...
MP, right here. Miss Harkin.
Thank you. Congratulations on this incredible record, MP. The most three-pointers ever made in a single game. When you made the shot to set the record, what went through your head?
Eyes on the rim. Are my shoulders squared up to the basket? Where's my release point? I know that's not glamorous, but what got me from being a nobody in Vermont to setting a record like this was never losing focus. Every single...
Kicks, MP. We will. Beginning and more importantly...
Please text the word "typical" along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our special relations team will respond immediately. The National Basketball Association and Minnesota Timberwolves are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to avoid any destructive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using the sound or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. spectating the game on the set because it is hard to book when you just take the car for the look. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest security or police department. Don't forget to come out to the game for calendar day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, the Grunt, and the Timberwolves dancers. A reminder, folks, to be here for our next.
There's an air of anticipation in the building, and especially for this young man. MP playing for the first time on his home floor. A special moment for sure. Hello, basketball fans. And this
You can see a team sold for $1.5 million in the NBA. When you see a team selling like that, it means more investments are coming. The Wolves play in the second oldest arena in the NBA, so I'm told getting a new one built over the next decade is the next order of business for the Timberwolves.
feels like the right time for an up-and-coming team. They were almost there last season. All right, let's go to the sideline for more on MP's record-breaking performance.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in the game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world. And it was so much fun to watch, guys."
No doubt, sure was. Thanks for that. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. McConnell and Nembhard are in the backcourt. Obi Toppin out there with Walker, and it's Siakam in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Look, McConnell is not the biggest or fastest guy in the league, but he's got tremendous quickness, anticipation, confidence, and toughness. He just knows how to get to the bucket when he drives. And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense. Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
From 12 feet, Siakam, no good.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive. Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass. So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going. And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's McConnell. Nembhard for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
McConnell passes to Nembhard. Back to McConnell to stop the run. And off the front iron, and in it goes. McConnell's got his second basket.
Man, it takes a lot of determination from McConnell to get that hoop inside. TJ is never short on confidence or nerves, though, that's for sure.
And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. The T-Wolves on top, just dominating this one. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude. Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then it's Bones Highland. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Shake and Bake in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. You know, the other day I was checking out the magazine stand at the bookstore, and I saw MP right on the cover. How about that?
Oh, I saw it too at the supermarket. And you know what? Congrats to MP. Making a magazine cover is no doubt a I made it moment.
And Shams, the last few years, teams have often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, the trade doesn't third, you just gave up the farm. That's the risk reward that you play with as a general manager.
What a nice move by Siakam. A much improved ball handler, especially for a forward. He's making it happen right there.
For three, Randall, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They're just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the alley! And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Toppin, so much fun to watch. Put that on the highlight reel.
And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Edwards, he's checked in for Highland. Then for Indiana, Huff's checked in for Toppin. And Halliburton is subbed in for Nembhard. The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. McConnell left side. Halliburton for 3. Indiana again missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-6 run. And that one's good. Shake and bake. Something that MP has that not many other rookies can claim. Championship experience. MP was a key member for his team that won a title in the European League.
Yeah, and there's no substitute for experience like that.
MP might be a rookie, but to have played in a European Championship game is something that goes a long way as far as composure on the court.
And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line. Yeah, hold on, BA. I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McConnell finds Siakam. Back to McConnell from deep. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with them.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
These are return touches in center court. And get ready for the big half-court
We got, what, 64 last game?
I think for the Pacers, couldn't have had asked for a better start. I love the focus and they're determined.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Indiana Pacers.
Well, first up.
And that is going to do it for us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive. And
See, I don't even think they can come back, even if I didn't play the whole rest of the game. Oh yeah, I mean, he's only good from that one corner.
Then for Indiana, Toppin, he's checked in for Zubats. Walker comes in for Neesmith. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Shepard. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the center position.
2 minutes remaining for the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Halliburton. Nice D from Anderson.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Dosunmu, the pass to Shake and Bake. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And the three-pointer goes. Shake and Bake's got 40 points.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
Here's Siakam. The Pacers again can't hit.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Here's Siakam. Rebound, Minnesota. Pass to Shake and Bake. Fires the three. And again for three.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Dosunmu outside. Anderson passes to Shake and Bake. Good! Another from three.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. And Indiana with some changes. Potter, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. To the inside. Here's Nembhard. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. To the left wing. The three ball. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. And so it's Minnesota way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Shake and Bake in at point guard. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well, the Pacers shooting only 31% in the game. McConnell passes to Walker. Here's Siakam. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
Boy, Siakam has been in attack mode, and it's paying off nicely for this offense.
Pass to Shake and Bake. Three-pointer. Good. Another from 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can.
3-point makes. I made 16. I can break that one. Was that 30?
Put on. He's taking it to another level, though. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Shannon's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for Walker. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Siakam finds McConnell. There's a screen by Toppin. Shot from 12. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Boy, and this is McConnell's shot right here. He loves getting some wiggle room from the mid-range and elevating to a 2-point bucket.
And that one's good. Shake and bake.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Pass to Shake and Bake. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Siakam against Reed. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. Halliburton for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shake and Bake. Good. He hits again.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Counted from distance.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
McConnell's shot is off.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Shake and Bake. It's hauled in by McConnell. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Nembhard finds Siakam. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Over to the left wing. Here's Shake and Bake. Another bucket! Wow!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving.
And what a moment it is for him and this fan base. Setting the scoring record for a game. He deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but yet it's his name at the top of the list. And Minnesota with some changes. Ingles, he's checked in for Anderson. Clark comes in for Shannon. And it's Dosunmu in for Highland. Then for Indiana, Zubac, he's checked in for Toppin. Nesmith comes in for Nembhard. And it's Shepard in for McConnell.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
Shake and Bake misses. The Pacers have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter.
Timberwolves foul. Number 18.
I'll probably get 69.
First team foul.
Maybe 71, 72. Who knows? Might be tucked out.
Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dosunmu.
Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
Anderson's checked in for Minnesota. Indiana on offense. Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Now here's Siakam. Launches a three. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Here's shake and bake. And again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Halliburton looking for an opening. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
60 plus in the win for you, MB. Was I seeing things, or did you leave a few points on the board out there? It felt like you could have hit 70 if you wanted.
I took a lot of good shots, and I made a good share. I'm not trying to be greedy, Dominic. Everyone needs to eat. At a certain point, you got to leave well enough alone, or the basketball gods are going to get you.
Well, no one wants that, MP.
Definitely not me. Alrighty.
Brian, back to you.
Great stuff there, Dominic. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.